disagree. Travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Hold your head up, keep your head up, moving on. Hold your head up, moving on. Keep your head up, moving on. Hold your head up, moving on. Keep your head up, moving on. Hold your head up, moving on. Keep your head up. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. What I want, you've got, and it might be hard to handle. But like a flame that burns a candle feeds the flame. Yeah, what I got, full stock of thoughts and dreams that scatter. When you pull them all together, and how I can't explain. Oh yeah, well, you make my dreams come true.
A long, long time ago.
Actually, it was 50 years ago.
Well, it seems like it was longer than that. Okay. 50 years ago, in a galaxy far, far away,
It was actually Georgia, in the USA, right here on Earth.
the Grand Sorcerer E. Paul Torrance and his fellow wizard Pansy.
He was a doctor with a PhD in education and an expert in creativity. And Pansy was his wife.
Well, he was a great thinker and great innovator who created the Future Problem Solving Program to encourage students to become problem solvers who would be equipped to tackle the difficult problems faced by the world today and in the future. And he recognized the power of friendly competition as a means of engaging young people in this demanding process. And we honor him for this contribution. We will use the magic of time travel to tell the story of where FPS came from and its history. Some real, some legend. Do we have any pictures? Do we? What? Oh. Unfortunately, we can only look back so far as the mists of time cloud the distant past. We've had many guests, scientists, and visitors from near and very, very far who have tried to determine just what makes FPSs so unique and how to get more of them. FPSs aren't just smart, they're fashionable, talented, and funny.
I've been doing FPS for 7 years, and I think my favorite thing about it is that it brings a lot of people together to think of new creative solutions for all kinds of problems in the world that you think you didn't even know about.
After doing this for 3 years now, it's so built in that like the thinking through, it's like, well, we know there's a problem here, so what's the real problem and how can I solve it? And I think that comes up every day. Like even just small things, using these skills that you develop with FPS can help you in real life situations too.
Hi, my name is Karen and I was in FPS from 2008 to 2011 in the state of Illinois. FPS helped me develop skills that I use every day in my career as a rocket launch control engineer.
Hi, I'm Sangeeta Kadambi. We are from Lexington, Kentucky, and we have two schools over here, Paul Lawrence Dunbar and Beaumont Middle. I have been coaching for 13 years and I enjoy coaching FPS. It's a lot that these kids get to learn from FPS.
I've also really enjoyed the ability to learn critical thinking.
What I really like about FPS is it tests my creativity and helps with like outside of the box thinking.
I really like FPS because I get to do it with like a lot of my friends since they have like team events and also like individual events as well.
FPS has really changed my life. I like it a lot. I've been doing it for 5 whole years. It has taught me a lot about team building skills, and I've learned a lot about many topics that could be relevant in the future.
I've really enjoyed the friendships I've made because I got to start with picking teams in 5th grade where I didn't know so many people. So that's where I made a lot of my lifelong friends from there.
FPS has taught me many extensive skills such as research and data organization.
I want to ensure that they can experience the greatest ease of life possible.
You can do this!
Imagine your winning solution being tomorrow's headline news story.
Imagine all of the people living life in peace.
Imagine a world with gender equality.
Imagine a world without discrimination.
Imagine a world with more love.
Imagine a world where everybody uses the FPS process.
Time to realize it's right before my eyes, and I can take it if it's what I want to do. I am leaving, and this is starting to feel like it's right before my eyes, and I can taste it. It's my sweet baby.
50 more for each viable vial of FPSP DNA you get off the island.
Identify challenges. Select an underlying problem.
What is your name?
Brent. Matthew Brent.
Community problem solver.
Produce solution ideas. Select criteria. Apply criteria.
Mementos exchange we shall? The power of the Force or a Kiwi?
Force or Kiwi? No.
Welcome to Problem Solving Party.
Hey guys, I'm ready for... There's no one there.
Develop an action plan.
A collapse, perhaps? Scenario performance.
Wait, it's only 11 o'clock. The meeting starts at 12.
Being green.
They're all over the campus. They're everywhere. What should I do with them? They call themselves FPSers.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. 'Cause since I come home, well, my body
There is magic in future problem solving, and it's in all of us. Students, coaches, chaperones, parents, evaluators, volunteers, directors, and our fantastic staff and board members. So many have worked behind the scenes at Future Problem Solving over the past 50 years to preserve this program and help it continue to grow. There are far too many to name here, but we appreciate all they have and will do.
And finally, we thank April for all she does every day. Now it's up to you all to continue this age-old tradition and use your problem-solving skills to make our world a better place.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. My name is April Mickley. I am the Executive Director of Future Problem Solving. It is my distinct honor and privilege to welcome you to our international conference today. This year, we are celebrating 50 years of problem solving, and it is truly wonderful to have you with us. You'll hear more information and announcements, but I'd like to start us off with one of the most exciting aspects of this event, and that is our flag ceremony. This is a beautiful demonstration of the global diversity that is here with us as we join together for collaboration and fun and some competition and hopefully lifelong friends. At this time, I welcome our affiliate flags. They will be introducing themselves, and then Erwin Hassano, our board member, will be announcing the national flags. Welcome.
Sokan Lausai, Alabama.
California.
I'm Sparsh, and I'm representing Canada.
I'm Yu Hong. I represent the People's Republic of China.
I'm Kimmer. I'm from Colorado.
I'm Layla and I'm from Connecticut.
I'm Whisper and I'm from Florida.
And I'm French.
I'm Elena and I'm from Georgia.
I'm Isaiah and I represent Illinois. I'm Preet Karanam and I'm representing India.
I'm Miller and I'm from Indiana.
I'm Samuel and I'm from Iowa.
I'm Tackett from Kentucky.
I'm Carly Steenstra and I'm representing Massachusetts.
I'm Anjali Arvind and I'm representing Michigan.
I'm Danica Schofield and representing Minnesota. I'm Anna Austin and I'm from the great state of Mississippi.
I'm Steven and I'm representing Missouri.
I'm Bryce and I'm representing Nebraska. I'm Coop and I'm representing New Hampshire. My name is Jake and I'm representing New Jersey.
I'm David and I'm from New York.
Kia ora tātou, I'm Zara and I'm representing Aotearoa, New Zealand. I'm Ira and I'm from North Carolina. My name is Camden and I'm representing Ohio.
I am Isabel and I represent Portugal.
I'm Juliana representing Pennsylvania.
I'm Sophie and I'm representing Singapore.
I'm Elion and I'm representing South Carolina.
I'm Martina and I'm representing Spain.
I'm Gloria and I'm representing Texas.
I'm Kankanet and I'm representing Thailand. I'm Turgut and I'm representing Turkey.
I'm Debbie Slippery and I'm representing the proud state of Utah. I'm Renee Mott and I'm representing Virginia.
I'm Viveka Himani and I'm representing Washington State.
I'm Trace and I'm representing West Virginia.
I'm Adele Lemke and I'm representing Wisconsin.
Good morning. Representing the Commonwealth of Australia, Ane Ashwin. From Canada, Sophie Ini. Representing Canada, Sophie Ini. Representing the People's Republic of China, Chen Yi. From the nation of France, Marielle Perel de Meuron. From the Republic of India, Anandita Arun. From New Zealand, also called by its indigenous name Aotearoa, Sahara Sweeney. From Portugal, Afonso Paredes. From Singapore, Wu Siuan. From Spain, Hannah Garcia Taboada. From the Kingdom of Thailand, Narawich Panasumbun. From the Republic of Turkey, Ariel Toykan. And from the United States of America, Sam Johnson.
Thank you so very much to all of our flag bearers. You may go join your affiliate programs for the rest of the ceremony. If you are keeping count, there were 12 countries represented by their national anthems. I hope it gives you as much joy and pride in your heart as it did me to see all of you embracing each other and our global community. At this time, I would like to introduce the Future Problem Solving Board of Trustees President and our Georgia Affiliate Director, Ms. Arjun Hicks.
Wasn't it great to hear our national anthems all the way through? I'm incredibly honored to be able to greet all of you in this 50th year of Future Problem Solving. I'm sure most of you know, now that you had a history lesson in that early video, that Dr. E. Paul Torrance founded the FBS program in 1974 at the University of Georgia in Athens, Georgia. To me, it is a wonderful coincidence that the affiliate director of Georgia, who knew and learned so much from Dr. Torrance, is president of the Board of Trustees this year. Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Torrance is pretty much a superhero to those of us in Georgia who love FPS. So I also bring you greetings from Dr. Bronnie Crammon, retired director of the Torrance Center and a member of the Board of Advisors for FPS. Dr. Sarah Sumners, former interim director of the Torrance Center and former member of the FPS Board of Trustees. All of the board members of Georgia FPS, most of whom had the privilege of engaging with Dr. Torrance through FPS, and Jerry Rogers, our longtime scenario writing evaluator, who began as an FPS coach in Athens not long after Dr. Torrance started FPS and helped him develop the first scenario writing competition. Like Dr. Torrance, we all believe strongly in our mission of bringing our 6-step process to as many students as possible. The very first FPS Bowl was not held until 1975. I had the enjoyable experience of tracking down Robert Williams, who was on that first team. Here he is holding the team's trophy. He told me that he still uses the FPS process all these many years later, especially the Step 4 criteria. He received the Brainstorming Award at the Bowl in 1975. As I understand it, students did not have to write in complete sentences back then. They simply made a list of their brainstormed ideas for both challenges and solutions. They had it pretty easy back then, didn't they? I have a strong suspicion that writing in complete sentences was introduced when evaluators had to sort through 200 or more ideas per team and judge them for fluency, flexibility, and originality. Even as he got older, Dr. Torrance still enjoyed meeting FPS participants. He came to as many of Georgia's affiliate bowls as he could, and most Georgia coaches made sure their teams got to meet him. No mention of Dr. Torrance would be complete without speaking about the role Mrs. Pansy Torrance played in helping him establish FPS. She was his full partner in this endeavor, leading all the evaluation of student work and sometimes even inviting aspiring coaches, like me, into their home to spend a Saturday making sure we knew the best way to train students to apply the FPS process. Can we see a slide of Mrs. Torrance, please? There we are. There we go. And then we can go to the next one, because Mrs. Torrance was also known for her unbelievable collection of spoons of all shapes, sizes, and functions. She would bring them everywhere and use them to demonstrate the Scamper technique for creative thinking. The legacy of Dr. Torrance is tangible, from the enormous number of articles and books he published related to his creativity research, to the lives of all the students and colleagues he influenced with his encouragement and support. But according to those who knew him, future problem solving was his proudest accomplishment. From a curriculum unit at a high school in Athens, Georgia, to an international program that for 50 years has promoted problem solving with critical and creative thinking around the world, Dr. and Mrs. Torrance would be very proud of what FPS has become. So I want to leave you with this nugget of wisdom from Dr. Torrance's Manifesto for Children, my favorite of the manifesto's 7 points. And on behalf of all of us in Georgia and the FPS Board of Trustees who love Dr. Torrance's future problem-solving program, I urge you to keep applying this dynamic process for the rest of your lives. Finally, we may be celebrating 50 years of FPS this year, but we're also celebrating you because you are already winners. Good luck in the competition.
Thank you so much, Arjun. As she mentioned, you are why we're here this year while we celebrate our 50th. And as we continue in Dr. Torrance's legacy, we're delighted to host this remarkable gathering of all of our bright minds and innovative thinkers. The conference represents many things. It's a unique opportunity for students to showcase their exceptional talents, to push the boundaries of your knowledge, and to problem solve on the topic of air quality or feature the community problem solving projects you completed. It is a celebration of creativity, collaboration, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. At this time, I'd like to introduce our first creative performance in our opening ceremony. We have a tap feature by Yigu Yi from our New Zealand affiliate. Thank you so very much. That was exciting. At this time, I would like to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Peter Bishop. He is the founder and the executive director of Teach the Future. He has specialized in techniques for long-term forecasting and planning and co-authored 2 books on the subject. He is here to share a few inspirational words with us.
Well, April, all I can say is wow. Would you join me in a big wow? Wow, absolutely. I mean, I've been with On and Off Future Problem Solving for about 25 years. Worked with them in Texas and now in California and around the world. This is my first opening ceremony. This is the best of what the world can do. Bringing together the people, the cultures, the ages, to do something important, do something that no one else in the world can do. And it's my pleasure to be part of this organization, however distant, and to join with you in celebrating ourselves in this 50th year. I'm an academic futurist, which means that I study the future, but actually before the future, we also study change itself, not just in the future, but in the past and in the present. And I remember the times in the 1970s when the future problem solving was created. I didn't know about it then, but the future was a big deal in those days. Alvin Toffler wrote The Future Shock. Paul Ehrlich wrote Population Bomb. Donella Meadows wrote Limits to Growth. Herman Kahn wrote about nuclear war, and Rachel Carson wrote about Silent Springs. The World Future Society was created in that time, the World Future Studies Federation, and 2 academic programs were created in the 1970s, one at the University of Hawaii and the other at the University of Houston, Clear Lake. I was lucky enough to be asked to join the faculty in Clear Lake to teach statistics and research methods. They had already created the first degree, a Master of Science degree in Studies of the Future in 1975, 1 year after Future Problem Solving was itself created by Dr. Torrance and others. I joined the faculty of that program in 1983 and was privileged to work with there for the last 30 years. It was a time when the future was, as I said, on everybody's mind. It was the time of civil rights in the United States, the time of protest of the war in Vietnam, the beginnings of the space program. We had landed on the moon during that time. It was Watergate. It was the beginning of the environmental movement, hyperinflation. It was a very turbulent time, and everybody was concerned about the future. And now we are their future, and we are bringing to reality the kinds of things that they were thinking about way back then. So I want to take this opportunity to congratulate the organization, the adults who have been with this organization. I found out last night, sometimes for over 40 years, for April and her staff and the many coaches, donors, parents who support your activity here. But most of all, let me congratulate you young people for being here and for participating, and with all of those who you have had to leave behind in your home states and your home countries. You have chosen to go beyond in your own life and your own education, beyond the textbook, beyond the classroom, beyond the grades, to do something, as April said, to challenge yourself and to be able to learn something that you will not learn in the classroom, and that's problem solving. My own view of the future of education is indeed that this is the future of education. The past of education was learning lots of facts, and we had to learn those facts because we didn't have the internet. It was hard to get things to learn and to know what we did, and therefore we had to carry a lot of information around in our heads so that we didn't have to go to the library or go talk to somebody to learn those facts. Today, and you young people more than my generation, knows how to get those facts in 20 seconds. Pick up the phone. That's now we know. What you are learning, however, and there's a lot of facts that you've learned. I hope you've learned a lot about air quality. I hope you've learned a lot about the other 4 practice topics that you studied this year and in previous years. There's a lot of facts to be known, but that's not the most important thing. It's not what we know, it's what we do with what we know. It's the skills. It's the ability. Notice that, and let me be a little bit academic here. It's problem solving. It's futures thinking. It's critical thinking. Those are verbs, those are activities. It's not geography, chemistry, mathematics, history. You are learning a skill, and I congratulate you for taking the time and expending the wonderful effort to get to this position that you have in learning that. One comment I heard very early on when I first became associated with future problem solving, and that was competitors, alumni who said, this future problem solving was one of the most important activities I did in school. It wasn't in classes, but it was important, and I used it even into college. Wow. How many teachers can say what you taught was used over and over again for a person's life, for their college, for their adult life, in work, and in life itself? So you have now acquired and are still acquiring and are still learning how to learn, how to challenge yourself, how to go beyond. And I congratulate you and the rest. You, as I said, in my optimistic days, are the future of education. All our schools should be about this. Learning a few facts, of course, but using those facts for good for ourselves, our families, our communities, our nations, and the world as a whole. So I cannot tell you how overwhelmed I am by your success and by your desire to go out here for the next few days and show off how well you can do. and I wish you all the best of luck in that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Bishop. Again, we're going to take a creative talent feature from Bruce Yu from our Australia affiliate, who will be performing for our pleasure. Thank you, Bruce, and our beautiful pianist accompaniment. Thank you so much. At this time, I would like to introduce Ms. Patty Haskins, who is representing the Future Problem Solving Awards Committee, and who will be featuring 3 students who earned the coveted scholarship this year.
Good morning. So the Creative Future Scholarship was established in 2010 in honor of Dr. E. Paul Torrance. Generally, our students who apply for this are current seniors, so they're finishing their secondary education. They're students who have participated in one or more aspects of future problem solving, some of them for many years. Often these students participate in more than just one event, whether it's global issues, scenario writing, community problem solving, or scenario performance. These students demonstrate exceptional dedication to future problem solving in their local affiliate. And it's through their actions that embody the skills of the creative problem solving process. I'm proud to present our 3 finalists. There were a large number of students who participated this year, submitted applications for the scholarship, and after several rounds of evaluation, it was determined that we had 3 top students. The first student is Molly Fear from New Jersey. Molly has been participating in FPS since 2017 as a competitor in GIPS team, scenario writing, CMPS team, and CMPS individual. According to Molly's participation in FPS, it has widened her view of the world. Through studying diverse global issues, developing international friendships through IC, and interacting with local indigenous leaders during the CMPS project to clean up sacred tribal lands. Molly is one of our $1,500 scholarship winners. Congratulations to Molly. Our second recipient, also not present today, is Anish Jain from Michigan. Anish has been participating in FPS since 4th grade, competing in global issues team and individual, as well as scenario writing. When his FPS coach retired, he took the role of head coach in his local FPS chapter, which he has now been doing for 3 years. He's also been a student representative on the Michigan FPS Executive Board. Congratulations to Anish. And our final recipient this year is Diona Jewelry from Illinois. Diona has been participating in FPS since 2017 as a GIPS team and individual competitor. She began coaching younger GIPS students in 9th grade, then became an evaluator and an Illinois FPS board member. Diona says the most unique advantage she has gained through FPS participation are the interdisciplinary thinking and foresight. Congratulations, Diona.
Thank you, Patty, for featuring the talents of these students, and to the committees who work so hard to honor the students and have that difficult decision. I am now going to offer some final remarks and reminders. Various things will be communicated via the Whova app. If you have not accessed that, I highly encourage you to do so. We will be posting announcements. If there's any changes to the schedule, like last night's scavenger hunt with the unfortunate rainstorm that coincided with the timing of that event, we will be sharing many items on that platform. We know that many of you will be competing very soon. I hope you take a breath. I hope you enjoy a walk around this beautiful campus as you move to your competition sites. I hope you enjoy lunch and camaraderie before heading to your competition rooms. As a specific reminder to our senior Global Issues teams, for today only for lunch, you have special meal vouchers, and we did this so that you could dine closest to your competition site and not get in all your steps before 2 o'clock today. After the competition, there are some fun activities planned this evening. Our memento exchange is always a big hit, but there is also a surprise trivia activity featured from 2 of our former affiliate directors from Texas and Kentucky. And not only have they planned this fun event, they are awarding cash prizes to the winning teams that will be announced at the variety show. So in the cash. The instructions will be on Whova, but I'm just going to give you some reminders of these. There will be 50 questions all around campus. The locations are all common and easily accessible. You might look in areas where you're staying, where you're eating, and where you're seeing great student projects. Some good hints there. Only one set of the question is outdoors, but it's protected in a stone enclosure where you might pass by to hear the bells. All other information can be found on Whova, and that's where you will submit your answers. There will be a prize for a top junior submission, a middle submission, and a senior submission, and you do need to be present at Saturday's variety show to claim your prize. As we conclude, I cannot end this celebration without thanking all of the adults. Many of the adults with us are here in many capacities. You may be feeling tired, or you may be feeling energized by reliving your youth in the wonderful dorm facilities. Regardless, we extend our deepest gratitude for your time and expertise, and we know your students will share their appreciation. Your guidance and your insights are invaluable. We thank you for joining us and supporting these brilliant students. Your encouragement and presence fosters the spirit of learning and achievement. We got through this morning's opening ceremonies a bit quicker than we planned, so that's good for our timing to get to our competitions. Good luck to each of you. Have fun and make a lot of friends. Thank you.
So let me show it. You are exactly what I want. Kinda cool and kinda not. Wanna give myself to you. Yeah, we're driving down the freeway at night. I only got one thing in the back of my mind. I'm feeling like this might be my time to shine with you, with you, with you. I got my head out the sunroof. I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine in my eyes. I got my head out the sunroof. You got me stuck on the thought of you. Driving down the freeway at night. I only got one thing in the back of my mind. I'm feeling like this might be my time to shine with you, with you, with you. I got my head out the sun.